He built a consulting firm over 14 years, revenue of $1.8 million, profit of $380,000. He assumes it's worth $3 to $4 million. A business broker runs the valuation. The offer comes in at $620,000. He's insulted. The broker explains, 80% of the revenue is tied to the owner's personal relationships. There's no documented system, no recurring revenue, no team that can operate without the founder. Buyers don't purchase what a business earns. They purchase what it will earn after the founder walks away. Those are two very different numbers. Business valuation is not an opinion. It is a methodology applied to financial data. 3 primary methods are used for small business valuation. The income approach uses a multiple of earnings, specifically a multiple of sellers' discretionary earnings, or EBITDA. The market approach compares your business to comparable businesses that have recently sold in the same industry. The asset approach values the underlying assets of the business, used primarily for asset-heavy businesses or distressed sales. For most small service businesses, the income approach is the primary method. The multiple applied to your earnings is where the real negotiation happens. Seller's discretionary earnings, SDE, is the standard earnings metric for businesses under $5 million in revenue. SDE starts with net profit and adds back the owner's salary. Personal expenses run through the business, depreciation, amortization, and one-time non-recurring expenses. It represents the total economic benefit to a single owner-operator. The typical SDE multiple for a small business ranges from 1.5x to 3.5x, depending on the industry, customer concentration, contract length, team independence, and growth trajectory. A business at 2x SDE is valued at 2 years of owner earnings. One at 3.5x reflects strong transferability and recurring revenue. The multiple depends heavily on business quality factors, not just revenue. Factors that increase the multiple: documented systems and processes that operate without the owner, a management team that can run daily operations, diversified customer base with no client exceeding 20% of revenue, recurring revenue or multi-year contracts, and proprietary technology or IP. Factors that compress the multiple below 2x: the owner is the primary salesperson, top clients are personal relationships, no written procedures exist, and all specialized knowledge lives in the founder's head. Every one of these quality factors can be improved before a sale. Customer concentration is one of the most common valuation killers. If your top client generates 40% of your revenue, a buyer prices in the probability that client leaves when you do. Even if the client relationship seems secure, buyers apply a concentration discount. The standard buyer threshold is no single client above 10 to 15% of revenue. Achieving this before going to market requires either growing other client revenue or consciously diversifying the client base over 2 to 3 years. Many owners don't make this adjustment because they're focused on revenue, not on who that revenue comes from. Recurring revenue dramatically increases business value because it provides buyers with predictable future cash flows that don't depend on ongoing sales effort. A service business that bills monthly retainers trades at a higher multiple than the same business billing project by project. Annual contracts with renewal clauses are worth more than month-to-month arrangements. Subscription models are worth more than contract models. If you're planning an exit in 3 to 5 years, transitioning your revenue model toward recurring structures, retainers, maintenance plans, memberships before the sale is one of the highest ROI decisions you can make. Start preparing for an exit 3 years before you intend to sell. Not because the process is slow, though it is, but because buyers will want 3 years of clean financial statements. If your books for the past 3 years are organized with clear income, documented add-backs, and no personal expenses commingled with business expenses, your valuation is defensible. If your financials are a reconstruction done the week before listing, buyers discount everything. 3 years of clean books is a $50,000 to $200,000 decision on final sale price for most small businesses in the $500,000 to $2 million range. Document your systems now, even if you're not selling for 5 years. Process documentation, how you acquire clients, deliver services, manage relationships, bill and collect, transforms an owner-dependent business into a transferable asset. Standard operating procedures do not need to be elaborate. A Loom video walkthrough of your onboarding process, a written checklist for project delivery, a CRM with notes on every client relationship. These create the evidence that the business runs on systems, not on you. Buyers buy systems. They pay a discount for businesses that require the seller. Hire a business broker or M&A advisor for the sale, not a general practice attorney or accountant. Business brokers work on commission, typically 10% of the sale price for businesses under $1 million, declining to 5% above $5 million. An M&A advisor for businesses above $2 million typically charges a retainer plus a success fee. The commission is an expense against the sale, but brokers access buyers, manage confidentiality, and negotiate terms that most owners have never navigated before. The DIY approach to selling a business almost always produces a lower sale price than the broker's commission would have cost. Your business is worth what a buyer will pay for it, and that number is driven by transferability, not by what you've earned. Start working on business quality 3 years before any planned exit. Document systems. Diversify revenue. Reduce owner dependence. These improvements benefit the business while you own it and pay a premium when you sell it. Part 2 of this series covers the tax consequences of the sale itself, and why the difference between an asset sale and a stock sale can be worth $200,000 after tax on a $1 million transaction.